people in college football recruiting right now. Straight out of Gainesville, Mr. Xavier Griffin, his mom, Jay Clay. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, guys.
Good evening.
Everything. Look, guys, they were so patient. They hopped in with us, and Jeff broke everything, and so they're just super patient.
It's still mostly broken.
Yeah, it's okay. We're here, though.
Trying to be calm right now while these tech issues are happening behind the scenes.
Their names are. It's been a crazy day. I just randomly sent Jay a message this morning and was like, hey, we got some time tonight. You want to be on the show? She's like, who's this crazy person? No. But she agrees. I get really excited. And then all of a sudden, Google Cloud goes down. And for those of you who don't know, a lot of what we do on StreamYard is backed up by Google Cloud. So I was like, oh no. But it worked out in the end. But you guys are here, and I know you are in the middle of a very busy summer. You're all over the place. We've seen you, in Tuscaloosa most recently. I believe you got some other visits scheduled, which is really, really cool. Xavier, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, good. I mean, dude, I got to say, man, I don't think I've ever said a recruit's name as many times as I said yours, talking about recruiting. Everybody. I post about, hey, this 3-star wide receiver is visiting Alabama, and they're like, when's Xavier committing? Like, when he commits, when he decides to. He's a grown man. We're talking about this. No, it's fantastic, man. You all eyes are on you in Tuscaloosa right now, and for good reason, dude. I've watched a lot of your high school film. I've kind of, I'm no analyst per se, but just looking at it, something that pops off the screen to me really big is you have this lateral speed that's really impressive. And to put it in Alabama terms, it really reminds me of somebody that Bama put in the first round this year, Jihad Campbell.
Yes,
Man, you are quick. You are very, very quick. And I want to know, where do you get that speed? Does that speed come from mom? Jay, does it get it from you?
Absolutely.
100%. Got it.
Got that right.
Noted. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Jay, I know that you were kind of talking to us backstage about how your family is really heavily involved in this process. And something that I've noticed that a lot of schools, Alabama specifically, is doing this year is they're catering a lot to families in the recruitment process. I'll be honest, I don't know if that's standard or if that's something that they're just kind of starting to figure out, hey, we need to recruit the families too. What's that process been like for you as mom compared to Xavier as the athlete?
It's been pretty awesome for me. The biggest thing is I'm sending my child to you. So I need to be as comfortable with you as he is with you and as you are with him. So being able to talk to Coach C-Rob, talk to, Coach Womack, Coach DeBoer, it has been a great experience. Like, they're awesome people. They're great coaches, but they're also awesome people. And that's my biggest thing. I want to make sure, hey, the title behind coach, who is that man? So it's been a great experience.
Well said.
That's good. It's actually, yeah. And I think with, the position Alabama's in with bringing in new staff after Coach Saban retired, it's even more crucial because you want to know, who these guys are that I can't. I was talking to you a little bit about my kids. I've got one that's 18. And he's kind of talking about the military right now. And I'm like, whoa, bro, I don't know if I trust that, I went through that process. I don't know if I trust them with you. So I get it from a parent standpoint. I do. Now, Xavier, from your standpoint, I'm sure you feel very similar. It's awesome watching these people put that much effort into your family. Something I noticed on your visit at Alabama, that Alabama, they utilize a lot of the players that were on staff to help recruit you, to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Like what it was like, how you felt?
Yep. I mean, for me personally, I feel like that's a big part of like the recruiting process. And I think that's something like every school should do, just because like just getting to hear their side of their recruitment story and why they chose Alabama and, why they're still there. I think it's really important, like, and just getting the feel of who you would be around, if you went there. We went bowling, and like the photo shoot, like you see the picture with all the guys and stuff. Like, I feel like that's like big, just to feel that like family environment, I think it's really important.
Did they let you pick the number for your picture? Number 8? Is that, did they let you pick that, or did they give you that with your name already on? Okay. Like baseball, they give them some crazy number, like some those minor leaguers come in and get those crazy numbers before they get a real number. So
it looked really good. It looked really good. So
those days look fresh.
Yeah, the photo shoot was a whole vibe. It was awesome.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Let me ask you a question, Xavier, and J2. You can speak to this since you've been alongside him as he's matured into this fine player. At what point in your career did you start to realize, hey, I'm better than everybody else? Like I really got something here. Like something could be here.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I've always known that I was pretty excelled, pretty good in sports, but I would say football wise, probably my 8th grade year. I think it just made me more confident in the game and just made me more comfortable. I started playing every other position and nobody was stopping me. So I think that's when I really realized I was different in football. So.
It's a pretty good indicator when nobody can stop you. I may have something. You're one of those guys that were playing both ways, right? Every snap, you never came off the field. Kickoffs too. You were kicking off too.
Yeah, catch your kick returns. Everything.
Yeah, everything.
You probably punted some too, didn't you? I had to get in there and punt once or twice.
Yeah, you gonna do kick returns in college, Xavier?
Hey, I will.
No. Hey, no, he said, put me wherever. Put me wherever, man. I'll hit somebody.
Absolutely not. Mom, same question. When did you figure it out? When did it click that this might be his path?
For me, like I said last night, as a parent, I've always spoke that over him from day one. I used to coach, my mom coached. So he's always had a ball in his hand, whether it was football, basketball, baseball, and he excelled at everything he did, even at a young age. But like you said, definitely once middle school came about, it was okay, hey, he's serious about this. I made him quit in the 2nd grade, so he didn't want to get hit. So it's funny to see him now being the one hitting somebody. So I'm okay, here we go.
No, I don't want to get hit, so I'll do the hitting.
Right.
Absolutely. That works. All right, Xavier. Refresh my memory. Where all have you taken OVs to already, if you don't mind me asking?
Ohio State and Alabama.
And Bama. Can you give me just kind of 2 standout moments? It could be from either place that really just kind of blew you away.
Yo. I would say the first thing, of course, with Bama. I've already kind of talked about it with that. The photo shoot. I think that was big. It was just. As soon as I came out the little dressing area, the music was playing, everybody just came out of nowhere.
That's awesome.
It was crazy. All the recruits was getting in the picture, and all the players there now was getting in the picture. I think that was a big moment. Another moment I would say it's probably just going bowling with the guys, the guys there now, and some of the recruits. That was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Bowling is like golfing. A lot of important decisions in life are made either on the links or at the bowling alley.
I'm terrible at
right.
I'm terrible at both. No, you don't have to be good at either one of them. You just have to be there. Especially if you're with the group or your buddies, man, it's hard to top a good night at the bowling alley.
So keeping with the trend of going down memory lane, Xavier, what's one of your favorite football memories you have growing up?
I got a couple. But
besides this one right now.
Yeah. Us, of course.
I'll say 7th grade. I remember I returned to punt return. I think that was one of my favorite moments. I would say another one of my favorite moments was 8th grade. I had been playing on defense for 3 games straight, and the fans and stuff they kept telling them to put me on offense and stuff. And I remember we was playing the school named Chesadee, and I think we were down at halftime, and I still hadn't get put on offense. And then they put me in, and I scored first play. And then they put me in again. I scored first play again. And then I scored one more time. We ended up winning the game. So That was probably my favorite moment.
He
Oh,
averaged
God, that's
4
awesome.
touchdowns a game in middle school, literally.
There you have it. There you have it. Look, listen,
That's incredible.
Sark, Norvell, Day, DeBoer, whoever's listening, he can return punts. He can return kicks, man. I'm telling
Yeah,
you. This
he
is
can.
this is the guy.
Yeah, just put him on the field. Just put him on the football field, and he'll make it happen wherever.
Yeah, that's what we want, man.
Yeah.
Jay, you talked a little bit about those relationships with the coaches. How does that feel now with this new staff? I mean, I'm not sure how much experience you had with some of the older staff, but in this sense, like, I mean, we get a lot of talk in our realm that, Alabama's going to fall off because Nick Saban isn't there anymore. But I feel like the culture is still pretty solid. Did you guys kind of get that same feel when you were there?
Oh, yeah. For me, growing up as an Alabama fan, I tell people I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly. So I have literally seen it all. But the staff that they have in now, Coach C-Rob obviously is who we talk to a lot.
Sure.
Coach Roach, his crazy self. It's just
Freddie's wild, man.
He is a mess, but they're just genuine people. You can tell they care about the boys on the field and off the field. And to me, that makes a difference, because at that moment, that's when you want to say, hey, I'll run through a wall for this man right here, and they give that. And you can tell it's a lot different. Like I told Coach Robinson the other day, we've been coming to Tuscaloosa for the last 3 years with recruiting. I said, and this is the first year that I feel like it's just a great vibe, all the way around, from the coaches to the staff, support staff, to the players, personnel, even in the training room, like the training staff, like it's just a great vibe. They're hungry. They're wanting to get back at it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do.
You can feel it. I think I've said that several times, Jeff. You can, even at a fan's level, it kind of resonates out. There's something special happening. And we're all really excited about it. So that's good to know. That makes me feel much more comfortable. I was worried, and now you say, now I'm not worried. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can't replace Saban. Saban, he's the GOAT.
No, I mean,
come on. But DeBoer is doing a great job, and the thing about it is, you look at last year and everybody, he's kind of losing control. You have to think about it. He's coming in, he's getting to know the players are getting to know him. So it's different. Man, you can tell this year, hey, they know DeBoer means business, and we're either going to get with it or, hey, you can get gone. And they had no transfers in the portal. So that speaks a lot.
Absolutely. Hey, I've been saying that for a year, that last year was year 0. This year starts year 1.
Absolutely.
Like, everything last year is, when that Michigan game ended, got snipped and flushed, and it's over. And from that day forward, it's been a totally different program, because the people that are there have had 3 chances to leave and have all stayed.
Exactly.
And that says a lot. Something they're buying into something.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Now, Xavier, moving forward, a lot of the different recruiting agencies, some have you listed as the number 1 linebacker in the country, some as the number 2. You tell me, for when I do a video in the future and I talk about you, whether you commit or you do something crazy wherever you go to school, and I'm like, you got to see what this kid just did. Look at this kickoff he just returned for a touchdown. Well, am I to say he's the number 1 linebacker in the country, the number 2? What do you want me to say? You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Bingo, there it is.
I mean, that's not for me to pick. So it's.
But you got to feel that about yourself. If
got to.
You got to. I mean, that's how you keep the edge.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, so go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, so like these other top recruits, do you know many of them through camps or anything like that? Yeah. Or do you guys, communicate a lot, outside of the game?
Oh, we actually have like a big group chat on Instagram. It's like 200 people, like just talk recruits in the nation. Like,
awesome.
So like a good bit of us talk a lot. And I've met a lot of people through camps and stuff and visits.
Yeah, I think that's really cool that you guys can connect that way as you're all going through this whirlwind together. That none of you guys have gone through this, and so you're all going through this together and can communicate that way and bounce things off each other and whatnot. I think that's really, really important.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah,
Feel free to add me to the group chat. I'm no D1 guy, but I think I'm funny. I want to ask you about something. You are with some Ohio State folks on a podcast yesterday, and Jay, I kind of heard you reference your faith a little bit in that interview. Now, that's something that Jeff, myself, Chris, and Bill, we're not always the best people, but that's something that we lean heavily on. How is that playing a role in this process for both of you?
You want to answer first?
I would say for me personally, like, I just always ask God to like give me signs, about how I should like feel about school, or like if the school is right for me and stuff. Like I just always ask for signs, and I feel like I always get them. So I think that's like faith, and I always pray about it. So I'll tell you that's.
Same thing. At the end of the day, this is a huge spotlight for a 16-year-old. He's not even 17 yet. So to be 16 and to have the attention that he has, I have to keep him covered in prayer. Definitely, absolutely. And even with myself, like just making sure that, we're taking him to the right places. He's speaking with the right people. Even with podcasts, like I told him, everybody don't have good intentions, so that's something that we always do. We talk about it. We pray about it. Definitely without God, none of this is possible. So at the end of the day, I want to make sure he's always covered. And he has a praying bonus mother, a praying grandmother, great grandmother. So he's always covered.
Nothing more important than family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jay's up here. Jay started preaching a little bit. I heard it.
Yeah. Preach, girl, preach.
I heard it.
Spitting truth.
Well, look, we don't want to take up too much of your time. We do want to be respectful of your time, and we just want to say, like, you guys are fantastic. Jay, again, absolute model of what a parent should be doing in terms of these situations with these recruits, especially at his level. And so, fantastic job, Xavier. I'll be honest. I want you at Bama, as does everybody in our chat. I'll tell you this, man. It doesn't matter where you pick. I'm going to be a huge fan of you. I'm going to watch you. I can't say if you go to Ohio State, Texas, or FSU, I'm going to buy a jersey, but I'll be pulling for you, man.
We'll be pulling for you, though.
You guys are welcome back anytime, and hopefully next time we won't have so many tech issues. Jeff, anything else before we let him enjoy the rest of the day?
I can't. I just heard thunder in the background, and I'm like, all right, now the weather's rolling in. It's like, really?
It is here too, and like I live
like 3 days.
Dude, I know. I'm like 3 miles from the ocean, and anytime it storms, my Wi-Fi just starts acting goofy, and I can see my little Wi-Fi indicator going nuts. So I'm like, anyway, thank you both.
Thank y'all so much. Again, thank you guys so much. We'll be rooting for you. We'll be pulling for you. I'm not going to lie and say we're not going to reach out to you again. Hopefully have you back.
100%.
Regardless of where the Lord leads you to go to school and to play at the next level, it's going to happen. You're going to excel there. We're praying for you that God leads you to the right place. It's good, the best for you. Hopefully it's with us, but we understand.
We'll see June 29th.
Absolutely, we're ready.
That's right.
Hey, Xavier, if it's not Bama, I'll get that Sunday jersey when you get there. Okay, man.
Bingo. Right here. Right here.
God bless. Yeah,
that'll work.
Right here.
God bless you both. Thank you for your time. Have a great
evening. Guys.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank y'all so much.